My name is John, and I'm a survivor. Not of war, not of molestation, not a number of natural disasters. I'm a survivor of my own mind. I had a great life growing up. Parents and siblings who loved me, a safe middle-class upbringing. I even managed to earn a college degree despite my best efforts at failing. I have a wonderful family, a small but nice house, a good job, and some very close friends. We have technology galore, years worth of books to read, thousands of movies you can watch anytime we want to watch them. There's plenty of food in our pantry and deep freezer. Our neighborhood is quiet and the city we live in is safe. None of this kept me happy. None of this kept me safe from my brain, kept me from having 2 mental breakdowns in one 6-month period. The first collapse was bad, but the second one was worse. Fall of 2020, I had my second psychological collapse. I had reached a point in my suffering where I was beginning to believe death was preferable to the life I was living. I didn't have a plan, but if an act of God caused my death, I was okay with it. Michelle took me to the emergency room for evaluation and observation. After sitting in the ER for a couple of hours, we formulated a safety plan to get me to the next counseling session, which was only a couple of days away. At my next session, I was referred to a partial hospitalization program, or PHP. There were no immediate openings, so I was waitlisted for the first available opening. For the next 48 hours, I was hanging on by my thumbs. I never believed this could be my life. I never believed I would come so close to throwing it all away. In a bizarre twist, this was the logical progression of my life, the permanent version of what I had been doing for 28 years. In 2008, not long after my son Dominic was born, I was diagnosed with a generalized anxiety disorder and depression. I was sick enough that my wife Michelle had taken to sleeping on our couch in the TV room, and Dominic would sleep in his swing. I was 36. I'm not proud of this, but it's part of me, part of my story. I wasn't a good father the first 6 to 8 months of my son's life. I loved him, but I never wanted to be alone with him. I wasn't afraid of hurting him, but I couldn't be the one he depended on. It was too overwhelming. I felt I was being cast aside, marginalized, that I had caught a rare disease that caused my wife to withdraw, focus more on our son and less on me. I was now on an island, alone. I wanted to do better, but I couldn't. If things didn't go just right, everything was wrong. I spent money on video games, computer hardware, filmmaking gear, books I would never read, Blu-ray discs I would never watch, and loads of other shit I didn't need. I was trying to find a way to numb the pain, mute the buzz, redirect my energy, and escape the trap my life had become. Every week was the same routine with little to no variation. Play video games, watch movies, yard work, grocery shopping, bliss out on alcohol, rinse and repeat. I had no job, no vacation, no films to be made, and no crew to make them if I did. I was useful if computer savvy or brute force was required, but not much else. I hated it. I hated who I was. I don't understand why I have anxiety. What I do know is without counseling, without medication, without my life skills, my anxiety paralyzes me, steals hours, even days of my life as I spin endless what-if scenarios that have no solutions or too many solutions, which perpetuates more what-if scenarios. A close ally of anxiety is depression. Depression runs my disappointments, failures, and setbacks on an endless loop in my mind like the worst movie theater in existence. Depression reminds me how pointless this entire exercise we call life is, how nothing good will ever come from the struggle our lives become. I have value, I have talents, and I have dreams. To see them through the fog of anger, fear, and despair, I have to go to counseling, I have to be medicated, I have to use the skills I learned during my hospitalizations, and I have to have a safety plan. I do these things to stay safe. I do these things to stay alive. My illness lies to me because my illness wants to kill me. I am not my illness.